What are you at, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Lycos, and in this video I've got 24 of the best Fallout 4 mods for PS5's next gen update. We have everything from graphics mods to cheat mods. So if you like any of these mods, it would be awesome if you would hit that subscribe button. And now let's get right into the mods. First up, we have Quick Start Skip Intro Scene. This just allows you to skip all the opening scenes and just cut straight to when you're waking up in the cryopod. I also have Starting Special equals 70, and this is for anyone who wants to start the game out with maxed out stats. I will say I've been playing the game for a few hours now and I haven't had any issues with these mods. So far so good, but I would love to hear what your experience is with these mods, so let me know down in the comments. Now the next mod that we have here is All Map Markers Fast Travel, for anyone who wants to be able to fast travel wherever they want as soon as they start the game. Heading up into Sanctuary here, on the left hand side you can see that there is a giant junk fortress over here, and this is Sanctuary Hills Overhaul. I like this one, it has some pretty nice features. I particularly like the big tower that's in the middle that you can make into a player home up top, and I think it has one of the best views in the game. Now let's add in the mod Overgrowth and see what kind of changes that makes. I'm particularly fond of Overgrowth. If you want a more green look, you can also go with Simple Green. I also like that mod, but Overgrowth is my favorite. It adds fall color trees and some grass to the wasteland, which I think makes it look quite a bit better without being too overwhelming. We also have better graphics and weather for a little bit more of a visual enhancement. I'm not sure just how much of a graphical enhancement this is with the next gen update, but I do particularly like the darker nights that comes with this mod. I have a few different settlement mods as well. I have USO Base Game, which adds a ton of extra objects that you can place down when you're building your settlement. If you get USO Base Game, I recommend that you also get the USO DLC mods as well. So they'll be titled stuff like USO Nuka World and USO Far Harbor. These will add in the items from the DLCs to expand your settlement building even more. We have STS All In One, or Scrap That Settlement. Really helps to clean up your settlements. And we also have OCDecorator, so we can place down things that's in our inventory, and it also makes it so that we can't knock over these things once we've placed them down. Also here at Sanctuary Hills, we have PreWar Preparation. With this mod, it adds in a little bunker underneath the player's pre-war home. Really stocked up on items, and it has some pretty overpowered weapons and armor here, especially for early on in the game. As we're coming up on the Red Rocket here, you'll see that I have another settlement mod, which is Red Rocket Revamped. This is another one of my favorite settlement mods. I think it definitely enhances the look of the Red Rocket without being anything crazy. There's still lots of room to improve upon the Red Rocket, but for me, this gives me a nice place to start. Now before we head into Concord, I want to talk about a couple of other mods. One is Cheat Room. So for anyone who wants a cheat mod that pretty much adds in every item in the game, it adds tons of power armor, weapons, junk, quest items. There's so many items that you can get here in this cheat mod. So if you're looking for an overpowered cheat mod, this is a pretty good option. Another cheat mod that we have here is FreeCrafter. This allows you to craft things on workbenches without having to have any sort of materials at all. So if you want to be able to craft everything for free, this is the mod for you. Although it doesn't work with some mods, one of those mods is Legendary Modification, and Legendary Modification allows you to turn your weapons or armors into legendary items using the workbench. Now if you're looking for an immersive player home, I highly recommend Pineneedle Rest. This is my favorite player home. I talked about this in a couple of my previous videos, but this is an amazing mod. Pineneedle Rest, I highly recommend it. It's a little cabin and a bunker as well. The mod has a ton of detail and is very immersive, but I won't get too deep into this mod, but I will say that it is a fantastic mod that I highly recommend. Now moving on here, back at the Red Rocket, let's head over to the chemistry bench and let's talk about craftable ammo. This mod allows you to craft all the ammo in the game at the chemistry bench. I think this mod is very immersive and it's something that should have been in the game right from the start. Heading into Concord here, first thing we're going to do is head into this little location here. This is an added location added in by the mod Plenty O Exploration. This adds a bunch of extra interiors and exteriors to the game. Nice little mod to add a bit more exploration to your game. I highly recommend it. It adds, I think, somewhere around 11 different areas to Concord alone. I usually always have this one downloaded for most of my playthroughs. A thing that enhances the darker nights that come with the better graphics mod is Pip-Boy Flashlight. I love this mod. I think it adds a lot of immersion into the game. So if you want your Pip-Boy to be more of a flashlight rather than just glowing green, this is a great mod for you. Another one of my personal favorite mods is Stronger Dogmeat. It increases Dogmeat's damage and makes him a much more useful companion. So I'm just going to list off the other mods that I was using here on the screen. You can also see all of the mods that I've been using in my playthrough down in the description. A couple of other settlement mods here. We have no build limit so that you can build as much as you want. And then we also have Settlements Extended, which extends the border of your settlement so you can really build some truly massive settlements. Simple Settlers is another great settlement mod which adds more variety to your settlers that you recruit, and it also gives them unique names. I also like the mod Sane Fusion Cores because it makes it so your fusion cores drain more slowly, and I don't think I'm the only one that thinks that normally fusion cores drain way too fast. Now another nice quality of life mod, especially for settlement building, is Ellie's Tweaks and Fixes. A few of the features in this mod is that it triples the amount of resources you get from water sources, triples the amount of electricity you get from power sources, and then it 10 times the defense score that you get from guard towers and posts. And that's not all it does, it also reduces the weight of some items and tweaks the game in a few other ways as well. But they're all good quality of life changes. I don't have the mod order ironed out just yet, so I won't be talking about that in this video, but I have tested these mods quite a bit so far, and I haven't had any crashes or any crazy bugs. I've played the game quite a bit, but I'm not anywhere near completing the game yet. I haven't tested it out in any of the DLCs yet, but so far so good. I'd love to hear what your guys' experience is with these mods. If you're having any trouble, let me know down in the comments. I hope you got some useful information out of this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay where you're at, and I'll come where you're to. Later, everyone.